Welcome everyone to the 2020 and 2021 Owlsy Awards. I am absolutely thrilled to be here tonight to recognize excellence in student journalism. Tonight's awards are going to be recognizing accomplishments not just from this past year, but also the year prior, because we were unable to hold our awards due to COVID protocol and the college shutdown last year. We've been holding the Owlsy Awards since 2011, and it is just such a wonderful opportunity to gather with those of you who put in so much hard work behind the scenes and now receive some very well-deserved recognition. So I would like to begin by sharing a video that has some highlights of our videos from these past 2 years.
You can really be as creative as you want, and it's whatever you want to bring to the table. And I mean, we're having fun out here and we're making cool stuff.
The magazine isn't your typical tabloid. It's a magazine that focuses on the community and the people, and that's what really matters.
It's really nice to be able to pick up the newest issue when it prints sincere photos.
As creators, this is really the platform that you need to get your work out there.
There's other opportunities besides writing, and we all have a great time because we figure out how to do it together, and it's just what makes a magazine special.
Working with video at the magazine provides a great opportunity to get experience working with different mediums. And it's also a fantastic way for students to interact and build their portfolios.
There's the opportunity to reach people outside of the community. We also use the platform to showcase some of our other multimedia content, such as videos and photography.
It's an award-winning magazine that gets distributed among the students as well as in the community.
I'm Deasia with Owl Magazine. We are in the Big Apple, the city that never sleeps, but where people still find the time to connect with nature, which has been proven to alleviate the symptoms of seasonal affective disorder and to reduce anxiety and depression. Join us in Central Park to hear how this popular location helps people feel good.
This issue is the #1 issue. There are so many things going on right now and so many things that we're in turmoil over the country, over race and gender, and there's so many things that, yes, we need to fix those things, but in my opinion, climate is not getting enough attention, and none of those things are going to matter when we're all gone.
The fossil fuel companies know that they're doing something wrong. They just don't care.
In 11 years, like, the effects of climate change will be disastrous, you know? Like, we can't ignore it anymore. Like, it's a nice day that we're having now. Like, we don't know if we're gonna have that, you know, in 11 years, you know? Like, it's imminent.
Many return year after year for the sense of community and healing they find at Catharsis.
It's healing just to be around these people who are so supportive and open and loving, but there's also many activities and kind of guided healing sessions, everything from sound healing, yoga, to just sitting with people and talking and dancing and kind of being more open and free.
They're calling something a trial. They're not going to have witnesses or evidence. What the hell is that?
The more that this trial goes on and the more dirt that comes out, the more that can create a situation where more people are feeling the need to act.
Pretty much a long time ago I decided, well, you can either not say anything and maybe hope it works or show up. And so I'm showing up.
I
know there's people here who want to restore what they believe the promise of America should be. We have to come together in this struggle right now, in the streets, from below, through repeated protest, non-violently, but determined.
I mean, it's important to be a part of, like, whatever you connect with. It's important to be a part of that community. Yeah. But especially a community that's marginalized and that's looked down upon and doesn't have the same rights as everyone. And I think the LGBT community, we've been through a lot. We're stronger in numbers, and there's a lot of love in the community.
I've always ever seen us as a very inclusive community, but now it's like the proof is in the pudding. I think the more that, you know, people are out there being visible and making it happen, people are going to become more, you know, comfortable living here and working here and just being themselves here.
Know about Owl Magazine?
I do not.
You don't? What do you think Owl Magazine is?
A magazine.
What type of magazine?
An owl magazine.
And what's in an owl magazine?
Stuff that's happening in the HCC community.
What a fantastic answer! Bam! Boom! Ba-dang! Pa-dow! Look at that. Amazing, right?
Yes, it's so pretty.
Scale of 1 to 10. 1,000.
I don't even read magazines, but I would read this.
And this past year, Owl Magazine was absolutely thrilled to again be named the best two-year TV station by the Pinnacle Awards, sponsored by the College Media Association, and also the best multimedia outlet for two-year colleges. So again, it is such a testament to all of the students' hard work behind the scenes. Now, in this past video, you got to see the result of their hard work. Our next video will show you that behind-the-scenes look. What none of you know until you're here after hours, after class, before class, you see how things really operate, and you might be in for a surprise. So this video that we're sharing was shot during the making of the Destiny issue, and it was edited by one of our alums, Faraz Amir. He had an idea to edit it in a mockumentary style, similar to The Office. So keep that in mind as you watch, that this is a satire, but it does also give you some real insight into the process behind the scenes. The Alcove premiere.
Woo!
That's right. Maybe I shouldn't get coffee. I
Maybe, you know, we should have, I'll do some filming too.
You need to be on film, John. We need your conversation. Well, the meeting doesn't even start till 12, so we are 1 minute ahead of schedule. Did you hear that, John?
This is like one of the least chaotic meetings that we have had. Yeah, we're always short-staffed in my experience, but then again, that's just kind of how it's been since I've joined. I know there have been larger staffs in the past, and even at the very beginning when I joined, we had a lot more people. We had a couple interns at least.
So let's take some time to come up with an agenda. Obviously we have more people who are coming in a few minutes, but let's talk about what we're doing for
There's no one here. There's one person.
Because I care. I don't know, it's just, I want to help out any way I can, and I think this is the way I can do that.
Hello! How you doing?
Good.
Welcome, welcome.
I've always wanted to be a published writer. Claudia told me she could make it happen, and it's happening.
So, to get everybody up to speed, my intern journalism class is working on, don't we want to get some shots of the baby?
He's in a cute outfit today.
Anytime you can get toddler cuteness on film, you have to max that out.
I've been told it doesn't matter that he's there. So, and I'm encouraged to bring him. Really, I wouldn't be able to come if I couldn't bring him. So I'm really happy that everything works out that way, and he's welcomed with open arms just like I am.
Can he hold a magazine?
Yeah, do you want me to get him out of the stroller?
Not necessarily. Oh, and maybe could I get a picture of you reading it? That's right, look at the magazine.
So like Claudia can be kind of a lot, especially for new people coming on. She can be overwhelming and she can seem overbearing. I mean, she is.
Can you hold the magazine? Say, feel good.
Bold decision.
Say, hoot hoot.
I would like, you know how
Can I get a hoot hoot?
off the card?
Hoot hoot.
Like I'm so scared that.
Hoot hoot.
Well,
Hoot hoot.
Hoot
Hoot hoot. Hoot hoot.
I forgot we had a shoot, and so I picked up a shift at work because your boy be broke sometimes, and so I was maybe not going to make the shoot, so I let them know I wasn't going to be coming in at the time that I originally thought I was going to be coming in.
You're
the only one who wears those.
we got a small hoodie if you want to put that on.
Yeah.
Put that on. Rock
Are you
it.
small?
I'm a little. I can be. You want to see me strip?
Oh, no.
Yemi, he's an idea guy, and so since we know him and we know what his strengths are, we understand what his strengths are. For that reason, even though maybe he isn't always here exactly on time, he is like reliable in the sense that like we know how he is and who he is.
Just because we have a short staff doesn't mean that the stuff can't get done. And doesn't mean that the stuff doesn't have to get done. So either way, stuff needs to happen or else it's just not going to happen. So I'm just feeling very scorpionic right now. I feel like I've had a lot of martial energy.
Yummy.
Wait,
On
what were
Monday,
Oh, Monday.
from 4 to 5, could you come to the class?
I will have to let you know because I think I scheduled something for Monday. But I will let you know.
Okay, so check on that.
What,
Matt, I'm any chance that you'd be available?
I'm working 7 to 7 on Monday.
All right, well that's a no. Patrick, would you have any interest? Lead reporter?
Lead reporter.
No, it's all right.
Sometimes I think that there are areas that we shouldn't be touching on just yet, and that we should be spending our time doing other stuff. Sometimes.
All right. Laurel, any interest?
What time is the class?
4 to 5.
I mean, probably not, honestly.
Okay.
This is what I'm saying, okay? People be too goddamn lazy, yeah. People be so lazy. People are like, oh, like I want this, but I don't want to get it. Or like, the thing is, the people who last at our magazine are the people who are committed to the idea, committed to the result. Well, one, I would want to figure out how the logistics are because me using the gas and mileage and tire aspect to get there is going to be less in my favor.
You're thinking about the tires?
But an issue is learning how to balance everything, you know what I'm saying? So that a lot of people aren't necessarily lazy, but sometimes they get overwhelmed. So my issue is not necessarily laziness of, oh, I can't do this, but it's more so about how do I do this and this and this and this and this and this. And so what I had to realize was that I have to kind of have a balance of just like, okay, I need to finish this thing before I decide to take on the fifth thing. I can take on 1, 2, 3 and be aware that 4 is coming up, and maybe if I can prepare a little bit for 4, but let me just focus on 1 to get to 2 to get to 3.
But we're putting a 10-minute time limit on this. All right, Laurel, take it away. And for those of you not in the know, we made the decision last week to expand Laurel's piece into a feature. So that's something to keep in mind with your feedback, that as a feature, the level of writing needs to honestly be at a higher standard.
When I first met everybody, they were all strangers, and I'm like sitting reading my life story basically. It was very intimidating, but after getting closer to everyone, it's okay, it's cool. And I love hearing their critical feedback because I've never been a published writer, and I want to be, so I want to learn as much as possible. I'm used to people just saying, oh yeah, it's good. No, I don't want to hear that. I want you to tell me what I need to work on, and that's what they do. And they're real with me, and I love it.
Transitioning from the lead to your story much quicker, and then just making sure that the story unfolds chronologically, that you don't speak from the present
Well, the challenging part is feeling uncomfortable when he starts to get fussy or starts being disruptive during a meeting or some kind of workshop, and then I feel embarrassed and I need, want to remove myself.
All right, everybody.
Let's make things happen.
We're gonna head out. Oh, we need magazines. Can you grab a stack of magazines? Oh, Julia said 1:30. I really hope she's here. All right, so this is our wall. I think everybody
This is our wall.
Oh, hey, Julia, are you here? Okay, perfect, because Patrick has to go to class.
Tell her to park in
so
the
if you
employee
can,
spaces on the left side.
Wait, what was that?
The employee spaces on the left side.
Oh, park in the employee space. Come join us. We're all, the side of the building where we take pictures.
Outside the black box.
Outside the black box. Okay, perfect. Oh, I just hung up on her. Patrick, if you don't mind taking off the flannel. So this is not our staff. This is our staff picture. Where's Yemi?
This is not our staff picture. Let's be real.
It has to be, John. I mean, it's already November. It is what it is, But we don't have to. Anything like that. Where's Yemi? Oh, there's. That's a nice car, Julia.
Everything that Claudia did, I just thought that I knew a better way to do it. And even though that still happens a lot, it happens a lot less than it did because now I'm starting to understand, okay, she has been doing this for a long time. She has a reason to do what she's doing.
Do you have your shirt on? Do you have a shirt? I do have a shirt. Yeah. Stand up.
People are going to know that.
That's good.
We all have the same shirt on.
Well, we don't want to cover up the
but
the
if
logo.
a couple people have the logo showing, we know that everyone else has the
but
logo.
it doesn't look good when they're all at a different level in the picture.
I think it does. But yeah, she definitely can be a lot sometimes.
As soon as Julia comes out.
Is she getting a shirt?
Way smaller
That's what she said.
There's not any shirts.
I love her bubbly, just charismatic personality. I'm like that at times, and she brings it out of me, and I love it.
Yeah, just improvise.
Forced to read.
That's it. Keep it up. This is awesome.
I can't read.
Improvise. Look like you're happy. You're a student, journalist. You're interested. You're reading the magazine. Okay, that was awesome. That was awesome. Oh, Julia! Hold the magazine to the left. There we go.
All right.
Okay, now everybody stay there. Stay there.
He's getting all of this too.
Oh gosh, I don't.
I have 3 minutes.
Okay, all right. This
Patrick
looks
has to
really
run.
bizarre. I know. Okay, let's get back in the original alignment.
In any of that?
It doesn't quite work. Let's just get back in the original alignment real quick.
Claudia is one of the most determined people I have met, and there are a lot of stories that I can tell, but I don't think I have time right now.
Okay, and then I have an idea. Let's have Yemi put this on and Patrick put on his shirt.
He's gonna get mad at me.
Okay, then you go. Okay. Let's try the line. Patrick, stand in front.
Okay.
Everybody line up by height. Line up by height. Julia, you're next to Patrick. No, guys, just listen. Everybody needs to look just a little bit happier. Patrick, you look super annoyed, and I understand why.
Regardless of what we're doing, it's always a great time because Claudia loses her mind and everybody else gets a little upset, and I'm just kind of happy all the time. So it's a lot of fun, but it does become a headache.
Can you see this?
I love SNL. Why did they that? Because it's kind of reminds me of SNL skills.
That's better, Patrick. That was good. Okay, go to class. Thank you.
Come on.
Being late to class, it's like an everyday thing. I kind of see Claudia as being the, not back burner, but the turbo thrust to a V8, 8-cylinder engine that's just gonna make them soar ahead because she wants everybody to do better than she has. I mean, she's done great. I mean, she tells me about all the jobs she's had before, all the places she's worked at. She's done great, but she wants people to be better than her, which makes sense because when I have kids one day, I'm gonna raise them to make more money than me.
For us, if you can just...
I know.
We have to do the
Yes, you do. We have to.
We've done it before. It's
I know, but we won first place again, so. Are we ready?
What's happening?
Get my phone ready. Get ready for the click.
The click?
And everybody.
She's doing a heel click.
You're doing the heel click in the air. Everybody react. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Do it again.
I'm telling you.
1, 2, 3.
Do it again.
1, 2, 3. That does not work. Have you seen my other heel click photos? Can we all do a jump this time? No. Yay.
I don't know.
Your house said yes. She said yes. Everybody jump. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, we look happy. Oh, look how happy we are.
Okay, I don't even know why I'm here. But what I realized is to pretty much find out why beforehand. And so when I go to our magazine, I've already planned out, this is my plan, this is how our magazine fits into that plan. Your natural enthusiasm is to jump, everyone can show their own natural enthusiasm.
Okay, so just show your enthusiasm however the magazine empowers
we're barely
you.
in the top 20 happiest countries.
All right, are we ready? 1, 2, 3.
I don't know. These are not the best.
All right, let's go back. Everybody head back.
I feel like it turned out nice.
All right.
You haven't seen the picture.
That was something.
I think I turned out. Really talk about it while I'm doing this. Wayne needs to do some updating to the computer. Oh no, did I forget my computer? All right, now the stress is gonna come. Oh, I left my computer at home. This is. I know. I tried to open it. You spoke too soon because I can't connect to the internet, and because I need an administrator's password and approval. And I have 3 online classes that I'm teaching, so that's how I do my work.
Nobody in the face of the world can do what she does at the scale she does it and at the rate she does it, and I stand by that, without losing their mind and punching somebody in the mouth, which she hasn't done yet, but give it a few years. I mean, she went,
If I'm good at something, and if I can spread that around,
Are those
and
cookies free?
as soon as this magazine hits the stands, you know what then begins?
Promotion.
The planning of the launch party, which will be this launch party that really launches us forward into the 2020 issue, into our destiny as a publication and also as humans on this planet. But
You were just going to tell me that there's dates that I need to remember.
We have 2 big events coming up.
Okay.
We have our launch party for the Destiny issue, and then we also have our big 10-year. And of course, not only would it just mean the world for us, for you to be in attendance,
Tell me the date.
but if there's any way that Ferocity
Oh,
could perform, it would just
Perform what?
be absolutely phenomenal. You're a busy man, a busy performing artist.
I don't
Just
have like
throw
a
few
month.
dates.
I don't have
Okay,
like a month
but-
that I'm not
but-
going to be here.
But you would
And
be,
I find out
you,
like
you would be open to participating? What if we had a special request for you? What if we brought back from the archives?
decommodification.
What if, can we do a rap on
No.
Is that what you're suggesting for
So
us?
this is a made-up
We're gonna
word.
be
I just want you to know that.
decommodified.
I just want you to know that
Bring
it's a
our own
made-up
food
word.
and water. No.
I don't even know why I showed up
Is that not?
Hello, governor.
Hello. I am most thankful for the truly incredible people that I have been able to work with through the years. It has been nothing short of remarkable getting to work in the trenches with such an interesting, fun, intelligent, and dedicated group. And then watching these young people or young students, they may be returning students, but they're young to the college situation, fly the nest, make their own way. It is an incredible experience to be a part of, and I will always be grateful.
What's up?
All I want is a room somewhere far away from the cold night air.
I feel like this opportunity was meant to happen. It was definitely something that wasn't by mistake. The fact that I reached out to her, we find out we have the same interests. I end up just writing an article, which now turns into a feature. I mean, it's just mind-blowing, overwhelming. It's brought me to a tear once or twice sometimes, how corny that may sound.
We make a lot of dope, pop and content that makes it onto the national stage, you know what I'm saying? And, we're gonna hoot hoot toot toot our own horn because we deserve it. It is what it is.
basically just when it comes to being in the field and actually doing stuff as a team, that's when the best comes out in everybody.
With one enormous chair of wood, and it'd be lovely. All right, that's enough.
Fantastic.
shout out to Faraz Amir, who had the brainstorm to edit this mockumentary style and just did such a phenomenal job, as well as all of the students and the alums who were part of that production. With that introduction, let's have some awards. I want to take a minute first to commend all of our judges for these Owlsy Awards. For the first time, every category was judged by an Owl magazine alum, either an editor-in-chief or an art director or somebody else in the editorial board. The investment that so many of these former students continue to have in our publication is really one of the main reasons why we excel on the national stage. So I just want to commend all of the judges. Some of them took time to share comments, so you'll notice some of these categories have some comments attached to them, some of them do not. So the first category I would like to highlight is the category of Best Video. Now this category was judged by Faraz Amir, one of our graduates, a former art director, and we are just thrilled to have him continuing to give our students mentoring and to show his investment in the future of our publication. So with an honorable mention, the award for Best Video goes to Adeyemi Ikendayo for Phoenix Rising, A Love Story. Another honorable mention goes to Owlfest 2019, edited by Adeyemi Ikendayo, videography by John Merkel and Adeyemi Ikendayo. In third place, Catharsis on the Mall, lead editor John Merkel, videography by Matt Hubbard. And if you do receive a certificate, we'll be picking those up at the end of the night. Okay, second place goes to Save Harford Schools March, edited by Caitlin Bouza and John Markle, videography by Patrick Evans, Matt Hubbard, and Alexis Knight. And the Owlsy for Best Video goes to The Truth About Tarot, edited by Sam Rayberg, videography by John Merkel and Matt Hubbard. Let's watch the video.
Hi, I'm Lexi with Owl Magazine. I'm at Catharsis on the Mall in Washington, D.C. to meet up with Shira, a local tarot card reader, to find out my destiny. Let's see what the cards have to say. I've actually never had a tarot reading done before. I'm a little bit nervous, but mostly I'm excited to see what comes of this. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your background in tarot and what got you into it?
When I was in 9th grade, one of my English teachers taught me how to read tarot with a regular deck of cards. By the end of that class, I had read for everybody in the room. From there, it's history.
So what kind of makes tarot meaningful to you?
The thing that I like the most about tarot is that it's entirely up to interpretation. It's both a window and a mirror. You can kind of see your own reflection, but you can see straight through as well. It's the universe's way of reminding me that we're all connected. Are you ready to get started?
Yeah.
Okay. First thing I want you to do, I want you to take the cards, hold them in the palm of your hands, and think about sending all of the heat of your body into the cards. Think about breathing into your hand. Think about completing that circle, palm to palm. You ready?
Yep.
So the way that I read tarot, the way that I read this particular layout, this is kind of where you are in the present moment, maybe the immediate past or the immediate future, but this is the right in your face stuff. And then this is the stuff that maybe you're aware of, maybe not so much. The Suit of Wands is a suit that's very much about going on an adventure, going on a quest, doing all of these really difficult tasks and achieving something in the end. You're right in the thick of it. I think this is actually a warning to take a deep breath. The sense I'm getting around this card is an almost defensiveness. Like maybe there's something that you're not quite ready to face or that you haven't quite accepted about yourself yet. The second card is the Ace of Pentacles. This suit is about reaping what you sow. The beginning is very much about finding knowledge, creating a base that you can work from, that you can understand from. I think you need to hesitate so you can get this knowledge. Whatever this conflict is, it's something that really deeply affects you. The sense that I'm getting is that you're a really emotionally driven person. You feel things before you know them. That's going to be a very helpful skill set for you in addressing what's at the bottom of this. The more you discover yourself and the more you move from a place of that self-knowledge and self-understanding, the more beneficial and effective your actions will be. What I see is coming to a place of power. You will be coming to a place where you will be able to move as a knight. This is someone who can defend themselves and defend others and who can get the job done. Remember the lessons. Remember the journey and the path that got you here.
I do see where everything that you're saying kind of does play a role, so it really does make sense.
Well, I'm glad I could give you a little window into the intentions of the universe.
Now, since Matt is in attendance with us tonight, if Matt would like to just share a few words as an Owlsy Award winner. Come on up, Matt.
Well, as an Owlsy Award winner, I will say this is my second time on stage. It's a very great time to be on stage. It's actually kind of reassuring to see that I'm still doing stuff with the Owl magazine. It's pretty cool. A lot of good times, a lot of bad times, you know, but doing the videos and getting both Owlsy Awards and CMA Awards equally awesome. So, you know, with that being said, it's a blast shooting with Owl magazine. It's a blast doing all the different creative videos. Like you've seen, we did that video just now about tarot cards. And then next thing you know, we're in D.C., we're storming the Capitol. You know, it's a little different. So, you know, it's a blast, but never a dull moment. Grateful for this.
Aww. All right, moving on. Our next category is also a video category. However, it is for Best Commercial. And in third place for Best Commercial, the Destiny issue commercial by Brianna Scrivenek. In second place, the Feel Good commercial by Maria Ray. And our Owlsy Award winner for Best Commercial, Matt Hubbard, for the Destiny issue commercial.
I don't think I've ever read a magazine like this one. It interested me and it also changed my perspective. I like the beginnings of Belief because of the picture and it looked interesting. What makes it different is all of like the aspects and like different perspectives, which makes it so it seems interesting and it keeps the reader wanting to read. I read Owl magazine when I'm eating because it's more entertaining than a YouTube video. It keeps my mind interested.
Thank you again. It's great to be back. But yeah, the commercial, I remember that one like it was yesterday. I got my little brother to help me with that one. He always likes the visual interest in things, you know, doing videos and photos. So I told him to eat breakfast while I gave him a magazine and told him to read through it, and you know, made a pretty cool video. I like that. So again, very grateful. Glad to be here. Thank you.
Moving on, we're going to take a look at the category of Best Feature Article. This category was judged by Jessica Conway, who is a former member of our editorial staff. In fourth place with an honorable mention, Money Moves 101 by Patrick Evans. In third place, The Beginnings of Belief by John Merkel. In second place, So Many Roads by Laurel Patarini. And the winner for Best Feature Article is Caroline Cooney for American Dream. The next category is Best Short Article. This category was judged by Stephanie Perkins, who was our very first editor-in-chief for Owl magazine and was a member of our editorial staff for the Hartford Owl newspaper back in 2010 when I first took over as the advisor. Stephanie Perkins judged this category and gave a couple honorable mentions to Jordan Tucker for Bridging the Gap, Marla Goffin and Amanda Mossmiller for What Remains, Justin Higgins for Get Connected, and in third place, Eye in the Sky by Allison Colbert. Second place, Just in Case by John Merkel. And Stephanie did have a comment about our second place recipient. She said, John's piece was informative as well as a great read. After surviving the snowpocalypse this past winter in Texas, I'm going to be making my own preparations so we're better equipped for the next emergency we have. And just a side note, it really is quite ironic because, of course, as we were working on this Destiny issue, we had no idea that we were about to be hit with a pandemic. And this article, Just in Case, is extremely informative and really is something that can help to get you through emergency times like we've experienced. And then our Owlsy Award winner. First place for Best Short Article, The Way I Am Is Different by Alani Hudson. Stephanie says, The Way I Am Is Different was just a really wonderful look at Helen. I've never met her. I've only read her writing, years ago, mind you. Some profiles, interviews can feel like an information dump, but this was such a personal look at her life that really connects readers with her journey and cause. Congratulations, Alani. Moving on now to the design categories. For Best Design, a multi-page spread, our judge was Danielle Frater. She is also one of our alums. She was one of our first designers for Owl magazine back in 2011, and she continues to contribute in a mentoring role. In third place, So Many Roads, designed by Caroline Cooney. Second place, Money Moves 101, designed by Caroline Cooney. And the Owlsy Award for first place, Best Design, multi-page spread, From Bel Air to Burning Man by Caroline Cooney. Now moving on to the design for the shorter articles. In third place, The Beginnings of Belief, designed by Caroline Cooney. In second place, Just in Case, designed by Caroline Cooney. And our Owlsy World. Let's try that again. It's an Owlsy World. Our Owlsy Award for first place, Best Design, one-page spread, The Truth About Tarot, designed by Caroline Cooney. Right, our next category is Best Social Media Photo. This category in particular looked at photos on Instagram, and this is a new category for our students. In fourth place with an honorable mention, Shifts Blossom by Iris. Our judge, Bree Massetti, who is a former art director and editor-in-chief, had this to say about Iris's honorable mention. A stunning photo. The pink and blue colors absolutely pop. In third place, Girl on Bike, also by Iris. Our judge said, I love this series and this photo. It is crisp and clean. Even the angles work super well. Great rule of thirds and not overexposed. In second place, B.W. Street by Matt Hubbard. Our judge said, this photo stands out for capturing the tone of the event. I love the balance of dark and light provided by the fog and silhouettes. And our first place, Owlsy Award for our new category of Best Instagram Photo goes to Matt Hubbard for Man in Glasses. And that is a photo on the upper left. The other photos are the top finishers. And our judge had this to say, this photo is so striking. The black and white composition lends to the tone of the image, and the intentional focus on the subject specifically makes this image pop. Come on up, Matt.
That image was probably one of the cooler ones I've taken. That was my first time actually running into the Black Panther Party at the March on Washington for 2020. Shortly after I took that picture, it started to pour down rain and kind of ruined the vibe for the whole day, and I had to go home a little early. But yeah, I'm glad I got another award. That was pretty cool. And yeah, that is probably one of my favorite pictures I've ever taken. So I appreciate it. Thank you again.
Our next category is Best Magazine Photo. This category was judged by John Moran, who is one of our most illustrious alums. John was very involved in our publication from the very beginning. In fact, I met him on my first day at the job. He took the cover photo for every single one of our magazines, with the exception of the first and the last. He has been living in New Zealand for the last couple years, where he is doing professional photography there. John had this to say about our honorable mention recipient, Phoenix Rising by Adeyemi Akadayo. John said, this image gets an honorable mention for embracing a backlit subject and nailing it. Many times we want to face our subjects directly in the light instead of against it. But in this instance, the photographer really captured the essence of the model, and the glowing mane of hair certainly relates back to the fiery bird in the title. It's a very soft and flattering portrait. Honorable mention, Adeyemi Akadayo. In third place, What Remains by John Merkel. This image does well conveying an emotion and story. I enjoyed how the hand holding the rose is in focus, although the tombstone in the distance is centered in frame. This allows your eye to travel around the image, soaking everything in and making your own connections. Congratulations to John Merkel, third place. In second place, The Truth About Tarot by Caroline Cooney. There were a few images in the running for second place, but I ultimately went with this one because it really focuses well on the details of each individual element presented. The design for this spread certainly helps to showcase this as well. Close-up and detailed shots are important because the easy thing to do so often is to focus on the big picture. Overall, it looks well lit, tack sharp, and visually appealing. And our Owlsy Award for Best Magazine Photo goes to John Merkel for So Many Roads. Yes, applaud. This image stood out to me for being both well lit and well composed. I enjoyed how the subject is off-center and the lines of the train car stretch away into the distance, filling out the rest of the image. This lends the photograph a certain dynamic feel. The model's fair skin and colorful clothing allow her to pop out amidst the dark gray color of the train as well. Congratulations, John. Our next category is Best Social Media Article. This is also a new category due to the amount of content that we are now publishing on social media. So this really is a step forward for us as a publication. This category was also judged by Steph Perkins. An honorable mention goes to David Dinnan for Setting a Precedent. Another honorable mention goes to Connect 21, written by Jenny Hall Franz. And an additional honorable mention goes to Matt Hubbard for 2020 March on Washington. In third place, The Overlook Shot by Matt Hubbard. Our second place award goes to David Dinnan for The Revolutionary Generation. And in first place, our Owlsy Award for Best Social Media Article goes to Matt Hubbard for A Day Among Protesters. Matt's account of that day in Baltimore is remarkable, says our judge, Steph Perkins. It's a thorough, unbiased account of what a lot of these protests are probably like before and after the media arrives. His moral dilemma really spoke to me, and I hope his approach continues to inspire other journalists on our staff and beyond to follow suit. Congratulations, Matt.
Thank you. Again, so this whole article, this was like my start with everything that I've been doing recently. This was my first time I've ever, unfortunately, witnessed a protest go violent. There was a lot of moral and ethical questions and a lot of different opinions that I had to take into account when I was actually doing this as a journalist. So this was probably one of the biggest stepping stones I've had to come across, given that I had to learn a lot in the streets, in the field, and outside of a classroom. So everything was down to the wire, it felt like. And it was just great to actually be able to write about it and have it be respected. So I appreciate this. Thank you.
We have a couple categories remaining. One category is Best Pandemic 2020 Article. This was judged by our Owl staff alum, Sydney, who has been a staff member for a number of years. She was a former editor-in-chief, and again, she continues to give back to our publication. In third place, Homeschooling Children for the First Time by Krika Smith. Sydney said, I believe Krika's experience with homeschooling and never thinking she would have to become a teacher is incredibly relatable. In second place, What is Essential by Adam Dorsch. Sydney said, I appreciate the way Adam was able to take COVID-19 and show its relevance to other causes. And the Owlsy Award winner for Best Pandemic 2020 Article goes to Maria Lopez for Voices of the Pandemic. I love the uniqueness of Maria's story and the way she connected her experience here with those of people in other countries. So congratulations, Maria. And for those of you who don't know Maria, she was an intern for us in the spring of 2020. She was an international student who was from Spain. And when the pandemic hit, she had to go back to her native country of Spain. And so she completed her internship with us while she was living in Spain, and that was one of the articles she wrote for us. So again, congratulations to Maria. And our final category is Best Pandemic 2021 Article. This category was judged by Marie Massetti, who said it was a very difficult category to judge because there were so many outstanding contributions. With an honorable mention, The Pandemic Classroom by Connor Smith. Bree said, this mother-son duo provided a fresh take on teaching during the pandemic. Teachers are a special breed, and that came through in the writing and awesome quotes. Congratulations, Connor. In third place, Not a Change in Direction, but a Redirection by Caden Hagee. This story tugged at my heartstrings. The lead is great, hooked me in from the start, and the ending left me feeling proud of being an alum of HCC. Congratulations, Caden. In second place, A Goat Milk Revolution by Janet Berry. Without bias, this piece is well written and a page turner. The pandemic is a tough topic, And this article is written in a uniquely cheerful tone. I only wish it were longer. Congratulations, Janet. And our Owlsy Award winner for Best Pandemic 2021 article, The Road Yet Traveled by Roger Newcomb. This is an adventurous tale that sucks you in from the start with its bold word choice and imagery. I was captivated in the journey to HCC. Great ending. Congratulations, Roger. So that wraps up our category awards. I do have a few additional awards that I would like to give out. First of all, I would like to recognize our distribution manager, Marla Goffin. Marla gets an Owlsy Star Award for going above and beyond. In the fall semester, she distributed our magazines to a number of community locations all throughout Harford County. Because of her, our magazine was read throughout the community. So thank you, Marla. You are an Owlsy Star. I have a few additional star awards for our editorial staff. Our editors work so hard behind the scenes, and I cannot say enough about their incredible contributions. First of all, I would like to salute Brianna Scrivenek, our social media editor. She has just been phenomenal this past year as a social media editor. She did so much prep getting ready for these awards. She's the one who edits the articles and the contents and creates the teasers on Facebook and Instagram, and she just really does a terrific job. So thank you, Brianna. You are an Owlsy Star. The Destiny issue started off with John Merkel as our editor-in-chief, and I could not have asked for a better editor-in-chief. His standard, his attention to detail, his commitment was absolutely phenomenal, and I think in many ways made this last magazine our best magazine yet. So hats off to John Merkel for all his work as editor-in-chief for the Destiny issue. You are an Owlsy Star, John. Working side by side with John was Caroline Cooney, our art director. Caroline was an absolutely incredible art director, and she just really brought the magazine together with so much creativity, such attention to detail, and she really is an incredible star. Thank you so much, Caroline, for everything you've done. My final editor that I would like to recognize tonight is Adeyemi Ikendayo. He was our editor-in-chief when the Destiny issue came out and hit the stands, and he did a lot of work behind the scenes, also as the content editor for the Destiny issue. As you saw from the mockumentary, Adeyemi has just a wonderful, engaging personality, and it was just always such a great adventure working with him. So thank you, Yemi. You are an Owlsy Star. I'd also just like to take a minute to do a salute to our advisory staff. Behind the scenes, we have a number of advisors who work with me. Of course, Matt Tennyson is our content advisor. Thank you, Matt. Brianna Blizzard works behind the scenes as a design specialist. So thank you for all you do, Brianna. Matt Hubbard has stepped up in recent weeks and is now our interim technical advisor. So congratulations and thank you, Matt. And last year we had an absolutely phenomenal technical advisor, Julia Morris. So I want to give a huge shout out to Julia Morris and take a minute to watch a farewell video that John Merkel, her replacement, created for her. So let's say a final goodbye to Julia. We were very sorry to see Julia move on, but it was wonderful for her because she received a full-time offer doing video production at her church. So really just an ideal situation that she's now able to work full-time in her field. So thanks again, Julia, for everything. Julia's replacement for the technical advisor position was John Merkel. And John Merkel moved on from editor-in-chief into that professional advisory position. He did a terrific job the few months that we were trying to work at home when we were not allowed access to our production lab. Certainly one of our most challenging times. And I'm really thankful to John and everything that he gave us as his technical advisor. I also just want to give a special recognition to two people we have here tonight. Those of us who remain involved with the publication for more than 5 years earn a special distinction, and that is the infamous Hoot Award. Now, we do not have the Hoot with us tonight. It needs to be special ordered, but I did want to take a moment to commend two people in the room for more than 5 years of service with the publication. They gave a hoot. Matt Tennyson and Brianna Blizzard. And then my final set of awards are Distinguished Staff Member Awards. While not everybody can walk home today with a trophy, it doesn't mean that you are any less important to the team. One of the things I like best about what we do is that everybody contributes. Everybody has a voice that matters. And the reason we are as good as we are is because of that team effort. So I want to take a moment now to salute the following students as a distinguished staff member. Paige Clark, Samantha Cox. You can come on up. And actually, why don't we just stand up here behind me if you get one of these. Stephen Hyde. Nathaniel McRoberts. Jennifer Hall-Franz. Janet Berry. Dakara Bond. Krista Cook. Connor Smith. And Kaden Hagee. You could all maybe spread out. Everybody stay here because this actually wraps up the awards. I want to get a couple more group pictures, but I also just want to take a minute to thank all of you for your participation this semester. I know it has just been such a crazy past year, and the fact that all of you have participated, achieved, made all of these contributions, it is just such a credit to your own determination. I really believe that destiny is what we make it. And I think this past year has really shown that when we dig deep, we're a lot stronger than we may realize, and that we can achieve in the face of insurmountable odds. So congratulations and thank you.